Hello, everybody. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dalton, Alabama, the vibe. You're tuned in to the lunchtime hour with the old school preacher, the church secretary, and the choir president. The old school preacher and the secretary, they're out for today. So you guys got the choir president. I'm sorry. So you guys stay tuned. We got a lot to talk about. Keep it tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and keep vibing with the 105.9 FM, Dalton, Alabama. I see you, TikTok. Give me some love. Give me some hearts.
Together, we're polishing up our act. If you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the Ain't no stopping us now. We got to do. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the I know. Ain't no stopping us now. We've got to do. We got it. I know you know someone that has a negative vibe. And if you're trying to make it, they only push you aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going, they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're gonna put our show together. We're gonna polish up our act. And if you've ever been held down before, I know you refuse to be held down anymore. Well, don't you let nothing stand in your way. I want y'all to listen to every word I say, No. We're moving, we're grooving. We're moving, yeah. We're grooving. Moving. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. I know we love you. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Love you. Ain't no stopping us now. Oh no. I'm on the move. I really got that groove. Ain't no stopping us now. I know. We've got to move. Let you on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. No need in trying, no, 'cause I ain't buying. No. Don't try to stop us, no. Got to do. Ain't no stopping us now. I really got that groove. Ain't no stopping us now. No need in denying, well, I ain't lying. Ain't no stopping us now. I know. It's been far too long, well. Ain't no stopping us. It's been far too long, y'all. Just doing me while I get in line. Ain't no stopping us now. Yeah. We're leaving the negative people way behind. 'Cause it ain't no. Please. Don't make me stop it. See, I don't know where we're going. Please don't make me stop. Or where we're gonna end up. Moving on. I'm moving on. But see, we're gonna keep trying. We want to kind of polish up, keep us down. See, our time has finally came around. Huh. Say we're on the move. We really got our move. We're moving straight. We got
Hello, everyone. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with the 105.9 FM, Dalton, Alabama, the vibe. You're tuned into the lunchtime hour where it's supposed to be the old school preacher and the church secretary. Today, you have the choir president. I hope everybody's doing well this morning. This afternoon, it's sunny outside. It's 66 degrees as of right now. The temperature is supposed to get up to 68, low 43, humidity 25%, and the wind speed 12 miles per hour. Wednesday, it's going to be a little warmer Wednesday, 72 degrees for the high, 50 for the low, partly cloudy. Thursday, nothing but sunshine. It's going to be higher than Wednesday. 79 is the high, 61 is the low. Friday is partly cloudy, 85 degrees. It's going to be hot Friday, partly cloudy, low 67. So, you guys, we got some great weather coming out. That's outside weather right there. You can get out and do things with your family, by yourself, whatever you like doing. In Dothan, Alabama, in the South, we have 74 degrees right now. Humidity 63%. The wind miles is 13 miles per hour. Tuesday, today, is supposed to get up to 77 degrees. It's going to be hot in Dothan. And the low 48, nothing but sunshine Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday, the high is 75, low 51. Thursday, the high is 81, low 54. Friday, the high 86, low 58. And that's for Dothan, Alabama. They say we be saying it wrong. Dothan, Alabama. And I mean, y'all have nothing but sunshine Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So get out and enjoy yourselves. All right, guys, we got a lot to talk about today. Our topic today is, what are some of the things you collected as a kid? I know when I was growing up, I mean, we didn't have the internet and stuff like that, but I mean, we did have the real big satellites and stuff like that, but we was in the country. We didn't focus on TV. But things that I collected, uh, I used to go outside and collect four-leaf clovers. I just felt like I was going to be lucky if I found me a four-leaf clover. And back then, it was easy finding four-leaf clover. Seemed like every time you look in a little clover pile, you'll find a four-leaf clover. And sometimes you might find a five-leaf clover. I don't know what that means, but I know they used to say that the four-leaf clover was supposed to bring you good luck and stuff. So I used to collect those. And I know we used to collect like a lot of the arrowhead, the little rocks you'll find. It was I guess the Indians used to use them, it was for the arrows or whatever, but you could find a lot of them if you look in certain places. The school had took us to an Indian mound one time and they showed us the arrowheads. That's what I call them. And I mean, we just started looking for them and we collected a lot of them. It's You could collect so many different things. And a lot of kids collect coins, a lot of kids collect Beanie Babies, Hot Wheels, and stuff like that. But back in the day, we used to collect like natural stuff. As far as I know, me and my friends. I don't know about you guys. Let me know what y'all used to collect. 256 This could be a little fun thing to do. I know a lot of people used to go to the beach and collect seashells, or you could go to the river and collect the shells. They might not be as pretty as the ones on the beach, but the ones, it's some in the river. So you guys call 256-365-1000. Let me know what you used to collect. We got a lot going on in the news, a lot going on in the world today, guys. A Sheffield man was arrested after drugs found during a traffic stop. And this happened in Carver County, Alabama. A Sheffield man was arrested after drugs were allegedly found in his vehicle during a traffic stop. Carver County deputies conducted a traffic stop on Jackson Highway near Helen Keller Hospital when the deputies made contact with the driver, 42-year-old Stefano Williams. It was determined that he had multiple felony warrants. During the search incident to the arrest, along with the vehicle inventory, deputies recovered 8.7 grams of fentanyl, 11.2 grams of methamphetamine, and a Sig Saucer handgun. Williams was charged with drug trafficking, promoting prison contraband, and possession of drug paraphernalia. He was transported to the Carver County Jail. So, I mean, a lot going on, like I said. And then Sheffield and Tuscumbia is facing police officer shortages in the Carver County, Alabama. All across the county is becoming increasingly difficult to recruit new police officers and retain experienced ones, even in the shows. While the shortage is being felt nationwide, local departments are feeling the strain at home. Leaders in Sheffield and Tuscumbia say they've been dealing with officer shortages for the past years. With some of the cities here, I know you gain and lose two, or gain two and lose one, and it's a constant battle, said Sheffield Police Chief Chris Tate. It's unfortunate because the citizens deserve the best policing they can get. Well, I don't see no shortage. I know every time I turn the corner, you see a police officer. But hey, I'm on the outside looking in. But it was sure a lot of them out this morning. It was a lot of them out yesterday. So you guys, I mean, if you want to be a police officer, I guess I don't know if you got to go to school for it or what you got to do, but they're looking for police officers if you want to be a police. I know a lot of people be like, I ain't going to be no police. But hey, we need police officers. We need good ones. In Tuscumbia, Police Chief Tony Logan is doing his best to retain as many officers as possible. He said there's currently about 3 open positions. So if you're looking into being a police officer, Tuscumbia is looking for 3. They have 3 open positions. That's almost one person per shift. And when you're working with 4 officers per shift, it's a pretty significant shortfall. Then you're just hoping no one gets hurt, injured, or sick. In Sheffield, Chief Tate says they have 6 opening positions. So Tuscumbia has 3, Sheffield has 6, meaning they're operating with 3 to 4 officers per shift, when ideally they have 4 to 6 per shift. So, I mean, man, that's an important job. It really is. And they could be stressed out, overworked, just like the nurses and stuff. And then everybody know when you are stressed out and you're at work, you're not going to perform your job to the best of your ability, because you get angry, you get frustrated and mad, and just and you're not able to perform. And that's very, very, very important for a police officer because they need to be on point at all time because man, they got guns. They could really harm somebody or be angry and you know just pop off. So they are looking for 3 in Tuscumbia, 6 in Sheffield. Sometimes his officers have to work overtime just to maintain full coverage. And like I said, that could be dangerous. So if you guys know anybody that wants to get into the police field and qualified for it, I mean, I'm pretty sure, and I hope and pray they go through training and stuff like that. But I think we have a lot of, in some cases, you have a lot of officers that they have to just put out there and they don't perform their jobs right. I don't know if that's the case with these bad officers, but we do have good officers out here. The shortage has created a competitive market where qualified officers can operate like free agent athletes, choosing the city that offers the best salary and benefits. And I feel like that's any job. Any job you're at, you're probably going to try to find the one that pay more because it takes money to live. It takes money to make it. And unless you want to be homeless or whatever. And I mean, who would take a job that pays less? I don't know. It might be people out here that'll take a job that pays less, but I mean, it seemed like after COVID, people got smart and they just everything started going up. You need more pay. So maybe y'all need to look into paying these officers instead of building these prisons. So I'm just saying, larger cities often have the upper hand in those situations. A lot of cities are now offering hiring incentives, bonuses, and sign on bonuses to attract officers. So they know what they have to do. They better get with the program and get some officers on the street. But when you get to communities like ours, where tax resources are limited, sometimes you just can't compete with those kinds of offers. Tay said that it's crucial for candidates to be genuinely committed to serving the community. You've got to have passion and love for this job, so as any other job. But like I said, this job is really, really, really dangerous because I mean, like he said, they are working overtime, and everybody know how you feel when you work overtime. You be tired, you don't want to talk to nobody. Everything irritates you, and for you to be an officer and you're irritated, that could be dangerous. So we need to try to help them out. They need to pay more. They need to do something. Get on it. Call Kay Ivy. Tell her what you need. Applications are always open for both departments at their respective city hall. So if you want to be an officer, go to City Hall, apply for the job, and if you're, please make sure you're qualified. All right. In other news, one injured and 2 dead in Lauderdale County. It was a murder suicide. In Lauderdale County, Alabama, the Lauderdale County Sheriff Officer is investigating what they say is a murder suicide in the Underwood Petersville community. Early Tuesday morning, deputies responded to Ingram Street in the Underwood Petersville community regarding a suspicious person. When deputies arrived, they located a woman with a single gunshot wound. It was discovered that the woman witnessed a man fire a single gunshot, striking another man in the home on Sullivan Street nearby. As the woman fled the home, the suspect pursued her, and she was hit once by the gunfire from the suspect as she was trying to get help. Deputies responded to the home on Sullivan Street and found 2 men dead. Investigators determined that one of them died from injuries sustained from a single gunshot wound, and the suspect had died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The injured woman was transported to the hospital with non-life threatening injuries. The incident was is still under investigation. So if you know anything about that, give the Florence police officers a call. All right, guys. In other news, Scientists worldwide is deeply concerned about a mysterious new virus in the US. Now, like I tell y'all, these stories, I'm going to say allegedly before all of them, because we have fake news. When they had that news about Mark Sears, about the lady police officer, and this was in this area and it was fake news. So allegedly, these things are happening. You know, you don't know what's real and what's not no more. And that's sad. But, you know, that's the world we live in. It says, as with any mysterious virus, the threat of a possible pandemic weighs heavily on the global scientific and health communities. The latest mysterious virus is right here in the US, specifically in Alabama. It was originally discovered in Australia in 2021. The discovery happened totally by accident during an unrelated research on a small mole-like mammal called a shrew. Now the virus was found in the shrews that were captured just 65 miles from Montgomery, Alabama, making it the first virus ever found in North America. All right, guys, at the moment, it appears that humans can only contact it's called the camp virus. That's what they're calling it. And they said that it can only humans can only contact the camp virus through direct contact with the animals, if the animals have it. According to Live Science, it is related to two deadly viruses that have an average fatality rate of more than 50% in humans. So I don't know who gonna play with those animals or come in contact with those animals. But if you come in contact with like a little mole or a mole-like animal, don't touch it. I mean, a lot of people see them animals and they be like, "Oh, it's so cute." The ones that's really cute be the ones that can harm you. So beware of that. And it's, as I said, it's called the camp virus. It's humans can't get it unless they come in contact with the animals. So, like I said, don't play with them animals. Don't be outside. All right, guys, I'm gonna take a quick break right now, and we'll be right back. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with the 105.9 FM, Dalton, Alabama, the vibe. We'll be right back.
I'm at the top of my game. I'm who they hate. This shit come with the fame. That's how I knew that I made it. I woke up looking this good. I'm in my prime. These gotta get played. If these ain't mad, I need to go harder. I can't let them think we the same. Sitting up like a horse, pretty like a portrait. Mouth full of diamonds and porcelain. I know I'm gorgeous. Little bitty waist, big. Don't need no corset. Rich off these endorsements. Shop lazy. Always worried about a boyfriend. Potsy and thicky and think I'm tasting the money. It look like I ate a few hundred. Just hopped on a G6. I'm getting. I'm playing my switch. Just found out about that. I don't give cause I'm a pimp. I look good in my throwbacks, look good chubby, I look good slim. Ignoring the haters that speak on my body, this ain't for none of them. I put scale pack like a scrunchie. You gotta be monthly. A bum can't get in my company. Surrounded by songs like I'm repping my country. Protection, whole lot of projecting. You do that you put on the next. Bet against me, up your parlay. These know I'm the biggest investment. I'm at the top of my game. I'm who they hate. This come with the fame. That's how I knew that I made it. I woke up looking this good. I'm in my prime. These gotta get played. If these ain't mad, I need to go harder. I can't let them think it's same. Everything bigger in Texas. No injections. We had to pull no elections. Don't come around me trying to pass out drugs. I ain't popping no Teslas. I don't want to take no pictures. I don't get along with these out here. I don't even know this. Keep begging me for attention. This pimp ain't nothing new to me. I knew he was for the community. These little stick around and get their heart broke. I'm a bounce on it like booty cheeks. Slide down on it like new sheets. I'm doing a little.
I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. Check it out.
Jesus
us, the notorious just. Please us with your lyrical thesis. We just chillin', milk 'em, top billin', silkin', pure linen, me and Little C, Malibu sea breeze, dawn peas, palm trees, cats named Pablo and milked out Diablo. The williest, bitches be the silliest. The more I smoke, the smaller the silly gets. Room 112, where the players dwell, and stash more cash than Bert Fidel. Inhale, make you feel good like Tony. Pick up in your middle like Moni. Yeah. She don't know me, but she's setting up to blow me. Yeah. Try to style sliding off with a homie. Yeah. Escada Dangada, player, stay splurging. Game so tight, they call it version.
Oh, I need to know where we stand. Do we share the special thing called love? I know I do. What about you? I just can't get enough of this time. Where you go? What do I do? I can't live without your love. Thinking of you makes me feel like I am the only one for you. Girl, I want to be with you. Oh, no one else, only you. Why can't we make it happen? Oh, baby, I need you in my life. Every time I'm with you, never wanted to come to an end.
Hello, everyone. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with the 105.9 FM, Dalton, Alabama, the vibe. All right, guys, you're tuned in to the lunchtime hour. It's supposed to be the old school preacher, the church secretary, and the choir president. the preacher and the secretary is not here today. They're out on business. So you have the choir president. Today we're talking about what what are some things that you collected as a child. Um, I said earlier that I collected four-leaf clovers and arrowheads and stuff like that. It says that kids often collect a wide variety of items based on their individual interests, including natural objects like rocks and shells, toys like Beanie Babies and Hot Wheels, and even things like stickers, stamps, and trading cards. Specific examples including like Pokemon cards, Happy Meal toys, and collectible Goosebump books. I know the Happy Meal toys, that used to be a big thing. Adults used to collect Happy Meal things. Sometimes you could get a while back they had those Disney glasses, and they were some pretty thick glasses. And I know a lot of people that still has those. They got those glasses, and when you collect things like that, you can sell them later on. They're worth something later on. A lot of those little Beanie Babies people were buying. I mean, they only give you certain ones, and then most of them will be rare. So a lot of people will collect them, and they'll be missing one, and they are willing to pay all kind of money for this stuff. My son, he collected coins. He liked collecting coins, and he got me into it. So we would just get a lot of coins. You know how you save your pennies and your quarters, your silver dollars, your golden dollar things, and we would just collect them. And it's a certain year. If it's a certain year, people will pay good money for it. Or if it like the dimes, if it have a D on it or something, you look into stuff like that. You can make money. A lot of people throw pennies away and you could collect them. Just think about it. Natural objects that most kids collect, like the rocks and minerals, um, they might want a various shape, size, or color. I used to like those little rocks that look like marbles and stuff. I mean, it's just different, things that you used to do. It seemed just odd now because it's just so much that kids can do now that they have gotten out of the things. A lot of my classmates in middle school used to collect the comic books or something, or the superhero books and stuff like that. So, I mean, it just depends on what you like. A lot of people, shells, I had said the shells, seashore finds like seashells and popular collections. The seashells are just beautiful. Some of them you can just put up to your ear and you can hear the ocean. Feathers. I never known anyone to collect feathers, but I guess people do collect feathers that's into birds or whatever. Um, I guess like duck feathers and chicken feathers and stuff like that. But no, I never known anybody to collect feathers. Leaves. Back in the day in school, they used to have us go outside and find different leaves. That was a school project. You would find the different leaves, and it was kind of interesting because you knew what kind of leaf to look for. Like, and I thought that was very important. They used to teach us stuff like, other than book stuff, they used to teach us common sense and stuff. A lot of people say common sense can't be taught, but in some cases it can, because when they showed us the leaves, they showed us about the poison ivy and stuff, poison oak. So we knew what not to touch or what to go to. These kids these days, they'll see it and be like, "Oh, I want to touch it." And they'll touch it and have poison ivy all over their bodies. So I think a lot of things that they used to teach us was very, very important for everyday life. And now it's just like, I'm not saying they're not teaching these kids, but a lot of these kids don't. If they didn't have somebody to lead and guide them, they wouldn't make it because they are just lost. It's a lot of things that they don't know. And I just feel like they should go back to the old ways of teaching. I wish that I could go back and ask my grandparents the things that they know, because it was a lot of things. A lot of people thought those people was dumb or whatever and didn't know because they didn't have an education. But those people, they had common sense and they knew how to heal. They knew how to do a lot of things. They didn't go to the doctor every time they got sick. They knew what to do. But here we are having to go to the doctor, taking all these different crazy pills that the doctor puts you on, and they put you on one to get rid of something, but it caused something else. It's just crazy. And then you hear like the medication for whatever's going on with you, the side effects. They go through them side effects so fast, you don't know what they're saying. It could cause heart failure, liver damage, sclerosis, of just crazy stuff. And them old people, they did it by nature. Nature healed them. And we're just so dumbfounded. And it's sad. It's so sad. But I hear the stories of things like when they got shot or if they got cut real bad and cut an artery. They lived through that. Now we get up here and get cut or stabbed or whatever, and them doctors try to heal us, we gone. And then you go to the doctor for something and it's something else. I'm on a totally different subject, but but anyway, you could collect knowledge. That could be something you could collect a little knowledge from the older people that has been here before us. And I wish my grandparents was still here so I could get some of those remedies and stuff like that, because this medication they give you now, like I said, you get something, you got something else. It's crazy. All right. Insects. Back in school, you used to collect insects. You weren't scared of insects. I used to be, I mean, we used to collect those spiders. I don't know if y'all remember. It used to be two bushes, and then the spider was in the middle, the big old yellow and black spider. I don't like talking about it now because I am so scared of spiders now. But we used to put them in mason jars, poke holes in them, and feed them like crickets and grasshoppers and stuff, or get June bugs and tie the string to their leg and they'll be flying around. We used to be cruel, I guess. But now you'll probably go to jail for doing that stuff. But anyways, they say kids collect insects, and there used to be some of our science projects. You go out and they'll give you a group of insects to catch, like grasshopper and crickets and stuff like that, and you find them and you pin them to your poster board. Man, these kids don't do none of that. Okay, the Beanie Babies, as I was talking about earlier, they were the little stuffed animals that everybody was going crazy over, and it was just stuffed animals like a beanie bag, I guess. And man, people pay so much money for those things now. Hot Wheels, little boys and I guess little girls used to collect the Hot Wheels and trade them. They used to have different ones, and if you wanted one that somebody else had, you might have something that they wanted, and you would trade it in. Y'all call 256-365-1000. Tell us what you used to collect when you were a child. The Pokemon cards, the stickers, coins, stamps, books, trading cards, magic cards, Polly Pocket. Those were the little miniature dolls that the girls used to have, that they used to do it with, the slap bracelets. That was in the 90s. I remember the slap bracelets. Them things used to hurt, but you used to slap it on your arm. So tell me some of the things that you guys used to collect when you were a child. All right, guys, in the news, Mark Zuckerberg he came up with an idea to just wipe everyone's Facebook friends and make users start again to boost the platform relevance. And I think that's crazy because you don't know all your Facebook friends. but you have a following. So if he wiped that out, you have to start all over again with your followings, with your friends and stuff like that. And you're gonna lose a lot of people. But he wanna do it to boost his platform or whatever. And I think that's just ridiculous. But Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg Zuckerberg once floated the idea of wiping users' Facebook friends to boost the platform's relevance. The email was revealed as part of the FTC's landmark antitrust case against Meta. It's seeking to unwind Meta's acquisition of Instagram and WhatsApp, but the company maintains it does not hold a monopoly power in the highly competitive and rapidly evolving digital marketplace. Met CEO Mark Zuckerberg took the witness stand on Monday against the company. Various emails from Zuckerberg's past communications were introduced as evidence, including one from 2022 when the Meta boss proposed a crazy strategy about wiping it, deleting all the user friends. Option one, double down on friending. Zuckerberg wrote in 2022 message to senior Meta executives. One potentially crazed idea to consider wiping everyone's graphs and having them start over again. It's suggested in response to growing concerns about Facebook's weakening relevance, suggesting that the company could revitalize user engagement by eliminating existing friends, connecting, and encouraging users to rebuild their network from scratch. So basically, he wanted to wipe everybody's friends out so that Facebook could come relevant again. I think Facebook got a lot of users. I hear a lot of young people. I talked to a young man from up north. He had came down here to play ball, and he was like, he was asking about the station and stuff, and I was giving him information, and I told him about the Facebook page. He was like, "Oh, my parents use that. That's not for younger people." He was like, "Up north, the younger people do not fool with Facebook because it's for the older people. The older people took over Facebook." And he said he got down here and a lot of the young people are still using Facebook. And I tell my daughter all the time, I was like, get on Facebook. And she'd be like, that's for old people. I don't get on Facebook. But anyway, um, so I guess they feel like all the young people, they lost a lot of the young people when the older people started using Facebook. And now trying to say that the older people is taking over TikTok, and which it shouldn't be an age thing for somebody to post or meet friends or whatever. Now, if you're trying to meet a young person, then of course, that's old. That's not good. The proposal was met with people were skeptic of it, and some within the company. Tom Allison, the head of Facebook at the time, cautioned that such a move could undermine critical platform function, and particularly on Instagram. So the way my Facebook is set up with my Instagram is connected. So I guess he's saying that, it'll be critical for Instagram if you do that, because maybe if you do that, you're going to lose your Instagram friends, allegedly. He responded to the Meta boss writing, I'm not sure option one is in your best interest. Zuckerberg pressed the idea further, however, questioning whether a shift from a friend based model to a follower based model might be feasible. Now, I know it's a certain amount of friends that you can have on Facebook unless you pay for it, I guess, unless you get verified, get that little check mark or whatever. But I know if you don't pay, I think you can only have 5,000 friends, but people can start following you. And through the proposal, it was never actually implemented, as Zuckerberg noted in court on Monday. The email reveals how concerned Meta was with remaining competitive with the other platforms. So if your friend list get wiped off, Mark Zuckerberg decided to do what he wanted to do, and that's wipe away your friends. So if you're a Facebook user, look out for that. Okay, guys. In other news, Homeland Security emails tells a U.S. citizen to immediately self-deport. The United States Department of Homeland Security sent an email this week informing people living in the U.S. on a temporary legal status that their parole has been revoked and instructed them to leave the country immediately. However, the email was also addressed to at least one U.S. citizen, an immigration attorney from Massachusetts. And it remains unclear who must abide by the email instructions or why the apparent revocation of the legal immigration status was delivered via email at all. The email informs the recipient recipient that DHS is now exercising its discretion to terminate your parole, which is says will go into effect 7 days from the date of this notice. The email appeared to be similar, if not identical, to the messages received by users of the CBP, an app developed during Biden administration that allowed non-citizens from certain countries to schedule appointments at the U.S. points of entry in an effort to seek asylum. A spokesperson for the U.S. Custom and Border Protection tells Wired, however, that the email was sent more broadly. And now this is allegedly CBP has issued notices terminating parole for individuals who do not have lawful status to remain. And that says the CBP Assistant Commissioner for Public Affairs in Hilton Beckham. This process is not limited to CBP one users and doesn't only currently apply to those paroled under programs such as U4U or 0AW. It refers to Uniting for Ukraine, a program launched under the Biden administration to allow for expedition immigrants to the U.S. for Ukrainians fleeing Russia's war against its neighboring county. Former President Joe Biden began OAW for Operation Alliance Welcome in 2021 following the U.S. military's exit from Afghanistan to allow for safe reselling of vulnerable Afghanistan people, including those who worked alongside us in Afghanistan for the past 2 decades. The email itself doesn't identify these as any other exemptions, nor does it make clear to whom it applies beyond the recipients. So, the Trump administration has sought to revoke the parole of some 532,000 Cubans, Haitians, Venezuelans, Nicaraguans who entered the U.S. under the Biden era humanitarian parole program, while it moved to subject them to expedite deportation effective April the 21st. On Thursday, a federal judge in Boston said she would issue a protective order blocking that attempt. So they're trying to get the people that Biden brought over here in his program. They're saying that their thing is being provoked, and that's pretty sad. But if you guys know any people that's like that, they're telling them to do it yourself. Don't let him take you because he's putting these people in those prisons and stuff. And I think that's just crazy. Carmel Anthony, the little guy that stabbed the other guy at the track meet, he was granted house arrest over the fatal stabbing of Austin Metcalf as a family reveals plans for donation fund. And as I said, they were raising money. They put a GoFundMe fund out for Anthony, and the people are trying to block it, saying that he don't need that. They're trying to take it basically. But these are the same people that raise money, the conservatives, the same people that raise money for the guy that went to the protest and shot 2 people and injured 1, allegedly. The 17-year-old charged in the stabbing death of Austin at Frisco, Texas track meet has his bond reduced on Monday and was released on house arrest. A judge in Collins County agreed to lower Carmelo Anthony's bond from 1 million to 250,000. I guess he heard the people because a lot of people was talking about it. Why you had this guy's bond at $1 million? Because you're innocent until you're proven guilty, and has ordered that the team wear an ankle monitor and stay inside his parents' home. Anthony Bond was posted and he was released on Monday afternoon, according to the Fox 4 News. He did not make any statements following his release. After his release, one of Anthony's defense attorney, Mike Howard, suggested the team would claim self defense in his upcoming trial. Every Texan deserved the right to defend themselves are reasonably when they reasonably fear for their lives. Howard told the press outside the courthouse, self-defense is a protection that applies to each and every one of us. There are two sides to every story, which there are three sides to every story. Carmelo is a 17-year-old kid and an excellent student. He is the captain of his track team and the captain of his football team. This is a tragedy all the way around for both families. On April the 2nd, Anthony was booked into the Collins County Jail after he allegedly stabbed and killed Metcalf, 17, during the track meet. According to the witness, Metcalf and Anthony became involved in a verbal confrontation, which ended when Anthony allegedly stabbed him once in the chest. Anthony complied with officers, according to the arrest report, asked police if Metcalf was going to be all right and if his actions would be considered self-defense. The team's defense attorney first move in court was to have Anthony's bond reduced. Anthony's defense attorney questioned the team's father about his character during the hearing on Monday. His father said Anthony was a honor roll student and was captain of his football team and track team. He also told the court that he was a sole provider and could not afford the $1 million bond. Prosecutors who did not call any of their own witnesses questioned Anthony's father, asked about separate assault case that Anthony was allegedly involved in on February the 4th. So they saying that he was involved in another case allegedly on February the 4th. They also asked why the family hadn't used donations that came in for the son to pay for his bond. We don't have access to the money, Anthony's father said. The defense attorney clarified that the money they raised $412,000, and it was not a bond fund. It was being used by the parents to pay for their rent and bills, as they had to take him off. They had to take off from work and hire attorneys to deal with their son's legal battles. But I mean, I don't know. They said they don't have access to the money, but the lawyer said they were paying their rent and bills with it. This family needs to be able to survive. There has been a tremendous amount of pressure, and he think at this point, living in a gated community, giving everything, the safety of their younger children is very warranted. Security details and criminal defense are not cheap. So these people have to hire security now because it's people after them for that boy's action. I mean, when you do something, and if he defended himself, if that be the case, then I mean, he did what he thought he had to do to survive. And when anybody is backed into a corner and they tell you a scary person will hurt you more than a person that's all talk, because that when you back somebody into a corner, they're going to defend themselves. The prosecutor asked that Anthony's bond, $1 million, remain unchanged, arguing that the hefty bond fee was standard for murder cases in Collin County. Collin District Attorney Greg Willis said that the state would continue to pursue the facts in the case, but noted that the killing had caused heightened emotions in the Texas community. We will go where the facts lead us, he told reporters outside the courthouse. It is hard for everyone to be level-headed at a time like this. It is our job to be level-headed, be fact-based, and follow the truth. whatever it may lead. The judge ruled in the defense favor, lowering the bond and establishing the guidelines for his house arrest. So that case was really, it's still ongoing, and it's really something to think about. As I said yesterday, they compared this case to the other case of the 17-year-old guy that went to the protest on his own with a gun that he did not legally carry and killed two people. He warned them that, he will defend himself, and he killed two people and injured one. This little guy, he told the people, the guy that he murdered, that he will defend himself, and he did, and it ended up in the Metcalf dying. So prayers to both of the family, because they have lost a lot. Both families. One lost a life, the other one is losing his freedom. All right, guys, in other news, if you follow music, everybody know who Lil Nas X is. He came out with Take My Horse to the Old Town Road, or whatever that is. He came out with that song, and it went viral. He's in the hospital after he lost control of the right side of his face. It says that he is experiencing partial paralysis in his face, as he posted a series of video on social media from the hospital on Monday. In the video, the Old Town Road rapper attempts to smile from his hospital bed, but only one half of his face complies while the other half stays still. In the video caption, the 26-year-old said he lost control of the right side of his face. This is me doing a full smile, and he was trying to smile and he couldn't do it. Seemingly in good spirit, Lil Nas X posted another video on his Instagram story, zooming in to one side of his face, saying, "We're normal over here," before panning to the other side, saying, "We get crazy over here." To stop his fans from worrying for his health, the Grammy winner said that he was okay, adding, "Stop being sad for me. Shake your butt for me instead. I'ma look funny for a little bit, but that's it." So prayers out for him to get better. There's a lot of people that don't like him, but I think he's all right. All right, guys. This is the top of the hour. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dothan, Alabama, the vibe. This is the old school hour, with the lunchtime hour, with the old school preacher, the church secretary, and the choir president. The old school preacher and the church secretary, they're out. So you have the choir president. At this time, we will be doing birthdays. So while we get ready for that, let's do it.
It's my birthday.
Celebrity birthdays. Born on April the 15th. Carly Red, Toya Bush Harris, Easter Dean, Samara Wiley, Bessie Smith, Flex Alexander. I always thought he had the most beautiful smile. Jarquez, Omar Tyree, Antonio, I can't say his last name, and Leas. Happy birthday, guys. All right. Now for the Facebook birthdays. We have Alonzo Barnett, Edith Thompson, No Hard Vinny, Goodman Vatrice, Tierra Harden, Jason Burnett, Charlie J. Johnson III, and Lisa Turnley. I'm sorry, Lisa Turnley. Happy birthday, guys. All right, guys. That's the birthday. If you have anybody that you want to give a shout out, happy birthday to, you could call 256-712-2887. and give them a shout out. Or you could call while we're on live and call 256-365-1000. All right. Now, subject of the day. Subject of the day is, what did you collect when you was a child? If you're just now getting on, that's our topic for today. What were some of the things that you collected as a child? You could call 256-365-1000 and let us know. I collected four-leaf clovers and arrowheads and those little marble rocks. It just looked like marbles. They were so pretty. When you wash them, they just shine. All right, guys, I got some announcements for y'all. If you're planning a party or an event, call Your Life Remembered. If you're ready to make your next gathering unforgettable, call Your Life Remembered. This cutting edge booth promises to capture every angle of your special moments. Call 256-367-0887 to book your 360 booth. Also have tuxedo rentals. All these proms are coming up. If you want to have your young man looking all dapper and stuff, call Your Life Remembered. We have tuxedo and accessories. 256-367-0887. Rent your tuxedo now. You can also call Your Life Remembered today. We have all your printing needs covered. You dream it, we make it. Obituaries, business cards, backdrops, 3D t-shirts, cups, hats, graduation stoves, blankets, embroidery. You dream it, we make it. Call 256-367-0887. Also, guys, Knox Media Group is giving away a car. And all you have to do is go to YouTube, find Knox Media Group, like and subscribe, leave your email in the comment of the last live, and that will qualify you to be in the drawing to win a car. All right, guys, we have some events coming up. Mark your calendars for August the 29th at 7 p.m. Pastor Jamal Bryant is coming to the shows. He will be at the Renaissance Hotel, Resort and Spa. So that's August the 29th at 7 p.m. And that's Pastor Jamal Bryant. He's coming to the shows. Also, Remembering the Veterans is coming up, the 4th annual event. And that's where we recognize the veterans and give them thanks and just do a whole show. It's a whole show is put on for the veterans, different genres of music. I mean, it's very nice. It will be held at the beautiful McFarland Park in Florence, Alabama. So you guys come on out and enjoy the festivities. It's free. I mean, you got to pay for the food now. There's food trucks and stuff. Got to pay for the food. But the event itself is free to the public. And that's Remember the Veterans. And we have several groups coming out. So you guys, come on. We'll have more information later about it. But it's happening. And that's May the 25th at 3 p.m. McFarland Park. Put it down in your calendars. When somebody say they can't find Knox Media Group, tell them to go. We got 3 stations on the car dial. That's 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, 1500 AM WKAX, the winning worship radio, 105.9 FM, Dalton, Alabama, the vibe. We have an app on Apple and Android, which is music muscle of the shows. We have a website, www.knoxmediagroupinc.org. You can search us by Knox Media Group on Facebook, iHeartRadio, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon Music, Twitch, and Pandora. We have a Roku channel, Knox Media Group, an online newspaper, showsupnews.com. Also in our area, guys, we have the JD Entertainment Presents and 360 Production Group presents the 28th annual Joe Douglas Old School and Blues Festival, R&B, funk, hip hop, and Southern soul. We have the Isley Brothers, Big Daddy Kane, Lavelle, Midnight Star, Pokey Bear, Lattimore, Frank Johnson, Latasha from the former singer from Escape, and Moses Stovall. It's happening Saturday, May the 24th. So get your tickets now. You can visit www.jde.live for tickets. The show must go on. Ivory Joe Douglas. The address is 502 Quarter Mountain Road, Harvest, Alabama 35749. We went last year and we had a blast. It was nice. So you guys, if you want to hear the Isley Brothers or Big Daddy Kane, I hadn't heard from him in a while. So, I mean, go out, come on out and enjoy the festivities. That's May the 24th. And then after that, come on the next day, May 25th, come on out to Remembering the Veterans, which is absolutely free. All right, guys. That's what's going on. So we're going to take a quick break right now. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dalton, Alabama, the vibe. We'll be right back.
Two-step, this way, y'all. Like back in the day. Take me back, let's go back in the days, yeah. Two-step, this way now. Like back in the days. Take me back, let's go back, like back in the days now. There's a dance that's been around for some time. Your mom and dad did it, so did mine. This dance is sexy when it's shared by two, holding each other close while you're swinging around the room, yeah. Two-step, this way, y'all. Like back in the days. Take me back, let's go back, like back in the days, yeah. Two-step, this way now. Like back in the days. Take me back, let's go back, like back in the days, yeah. Bump and grind, that's for the young folks today. But two-stepping has a more romantic taste. But all the women from 24 or to 92 would rather swing out with a stranger than stand close to him and screw. I've learned so much from my past. What I really want to do, my mom and dad's favorite dance. Come on, y'all. Two-step, this way now. Like back in the days. Take me back, let's go back, like back in the days, yeah. Two-step, this way, yeah. Like back in the days. Take me back, let's go back in the days, yeah. Yeah. Take me back right now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've learned so much from my past. What I really want to do, my mom and dad's favorite dance. Come on, y'all. Two-step, this way, y'all. Like back in the day. Let's go back, take me back, like back in the days, yeah.
Love is finally coming back, and I'm never going back. Oh no, no, no.
You know, it's good to be here. In love, you know what I mean?
Love is finally coming back, and I'm never gonna give it back. Oh no.
Well. Listen. Just like an old cliche, one that simply says you can't miss what you never had. Oh, yeah.
I thought that love was just a feeling that I give to him, and in return he gives me back.
But it's more than a friend, it's a I had to be tripping out on the girl's body vibration, praising. But I knew all along, yeah.
Love is finally come at last, and I'm never gonna give it back. Oh, no, no, no.
Ooh, baby, yeah.
Love is finally come
Coming.
I'm glad about it.
Oh. Listen to me now. Just like a tender young virgin in a first love affair, I doubt if she'd ever do it again, or would she ever even care? Oh, but it's time pressed on. Ooh, the girl caught on, and now the more she do it, the more she seems to want it. Ooh.
But there's one side of love I never know. Baby, until you come along,
Well,
I can tell the world. Love is finally coming.
can I say it again? I never. Oh, love. Ooh, baby. Break it down to me easy. Everybody needs some kind of love in their life, some kind of shape, form, or fashion. Well,
Some kind of shape, form, or fashion. Oh, just like the flowers need the rain. Like me.
Early in the morning, I put breakfast at your table and make sure that your coffee has its sugar and cream. Your eggs are over easy, your toast unlikely. All that's missing is your morning kiss that used to greet me. Now you say the juice is sour. It used to be so sweet, and I can't help but to wonder if you're talking about me. We don't talk the way we used to talk. It's hurting so deep. I've got my pride, I will not cry, but it's making me weak. I'm not your superwoman. I'm not the kind of girl that you can let down and think that everything's okay. Boy, I am only human. This girl needs more than occasional hugs as a token of love from you to me. I fought my way through the rush hour, trying to make it home just for you. I want to make sure that your dinner will be waiting for you. But when you get there, you just tell me you're not hungry at all. You said you'd rather read the paper and you don't want to talk. You like to think that I'm just crazy when I say that you've changed. I'm convinced I know the problem. You don't love me the same. You're just going through the motion and you're not being fair. I've got my pride, I will not cry. Still I can't help but care. I'm not your superwoman. Oh, no. I'm not the kind of girl that you can let down and think
Now I have a story that I'd like to tell about this guy. You all know me as me scared as hell. He comes to me at night after I crawl into bed. He's burnt up like a weenie and his name is Fred. He wears the same hat and sweater every single day. And even if it's hot outside, he wears it anyway. He's home when I'm awake, but he shows up when I'm asleep. I can't believe that there's a nightmare on my street. It was a Saturday evening, if I remember it right, and we had just gotten back off tour last night. So the gang and I thought that it would be groovy if we summoned up the posse and dumb rushed the movies. I got Angie, Jeff got Tina, Betty Rock got some girl I've never seen in my life. That was alright though, cause the lady was chill. Then we went to the theater, set to ill, bugging, cold, having a ball. And something about Elm Street was the movie we saw. The way it started was decent, you know, nothing real fancy about this homeboy named Fred and this girl named Nancy. But word, when it was over, I said, yo, that was death. And everything seemed alright when we left. But when I got home and laid down to sleep, that began the nightmare on my street. It was burning in my room like an oven. My bed soaked with sweat, and man, I was bugging. I checked the clock, it had stopped at 12:30. It had melted, it was so darn hot, and I was thirsty. I wanted something cool to quench my thirst. I thought to myself, yo, this heat is the worst. But when I got downstairs, I noticed something was wrong. I was home all alone, but the TV was on. I thought nothing of it. As I grabbed the remote, I pushed the power button, and then I almost choked when I heard this awful voice coming from behind. It said, man, I ain't even wait to see who it was. Broke inside my drawers and screamed so long, cuz got halfway up the block, I calmed down and stopped screaming, then thought, oh, I get it, I must be dreaming. I strolled back home with a grin on my grill. I figured since this is a dream, I might as well get ill. I walked in the house, the big bad Fresh Prince, but Freddie killed all that noise real quick. He grabbed me by my neck and said, here's what we'll do. We got a lot of work here, me and you, the souls of your
Hello, everyone. You're tuned in to 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, and you're vibing with 105.9 FM, Dalton, Alabama, the vibe. This is the lunchtime hour with the old school preacher, the church secretary, and the choir president. You only have the choir president today, but that's okay. All right, guys, our topic today was, what are some of the things that you collected as a child? Mine was four-leaf clovers, arrowheads, and stuff like that. Let me know what you guys collected as kids. The number is 256-365-1000. All right, guys. Police is looking for a suspect in weekend shooting. In Dothan, Alabama, as your official Crime Stoppers partner, News 4 is bringing you the latest in Dothan's most wanted suspect. Dothan police say they're looking for a man involved in a weekend shooting. Police says 20-year-old Katorian Thomas shot someone outside a Dothan bar. Thomas has an arrest warrant for first-degree assault, in addition to previous warrants for first-degree theft of property. Allegedly, according to the police, the shooting happened outside the bar, the 2800 block of Ross Clark Circle. Video surveillance shows Thomas and the victim had a verbal altercation in the parking lot, per Dothan police. Police says Thomas then pulled out a gun and shot the victim, who was taken to the hospital. If you have any information, contact Crime Stoppers by calling 334-215-STOP or text 215-STOP to 738477. So if you have any information about that, Let the police know in Dothan, Alabama. Okay, guys, y'all know it's almost time for Easter. And people have been dyeing and coloring eggs and stuff like that. A lot of people have gotten into the plastic eggs and stuff and putting candy and money and stuff like that in it. I know a lot of people they buy a lot of little small eggs and put candy and different things in it, maybe little miniature toys or what have you. And then they get a golden egg and some people put 5, 10, 20, some people put 100. So it make the kids want to hunt that golden egg and get that golden egg. I always wanted the golden egg. You never know what you might get, but it's something good. So people are starting a new tradition. I guess that's what you call it, a trend or whatever you want to call it. It's one that I won't be following, but they're dyeing Easter eggs in their toilets, and it's causing a lot of stir on social media. A woman, she just wanted to make the eggs really cute, and she tried it earlier with vinegar and baking soda, and it exploded all over her countertop. So she said she's going to do it in the toilet because she don't care if that gets stained. Naturally, the internet has some thoughts. Comments range from concern to fully traumatized. This is the reason I don't eat potlucks. One user wrote, another one added, I showed this to my therapist and now he's in therapy. I mean, what did you expect? I mean, you putting eggs in the boiled eggs in the toilet, which is very nasty, and all that bacteria. I mean, just think about it. Why would you put food in the toilet? That's just ridiculous. But a lot of people be like, well, if you clean it, no, no. And I agree with that first comment. That's why you don't eat everybody's cooking, because people are nasty. You putting boiled eggs in a toilet, and then people gonna eat. Oh Lord! And when you go to the Easter egg hunt, you don't know where people putting them eggs. So I advise you to stick with the plastic eggs unless you're doing it yourself, because stuff like this make you not want to eat other people cooking or other people's stuff. I mean, Easter egg it's supposed to be innocent, but they done made it into a pagan and all that kind of stuff. And you celebrating this, you worshiping this, or what have you. I don't know, but I'm gonna leave that alone. But as far as the boiled eggs, we're gonna have an Easter egg hunt. But as far as the boiled eggs, it's gonna be our eggs and not nobody else's eggs, because this right here proves why you don't let everybody come to the cookout or let people bring stuff to the cookout. Cook it yourself and just charge people for the plates. Still, the visual of eggs bobbling in the toilet, even a freshly scrubbed one, was too much for many. Not to mention one colorful aftermath in the toilet. It didn't exactly look great. With her yellow gloves and stained porcelain throne, the lady has once again found herself at the center of a deeply American tradition, holiday DIY, but make it mildly disturbing. Yes, it's very disturbing to see somebody boil some eggs, put them in the toilet, color them, and then put them in an Easter basket for the kids to hide and eat later. I just don't get it. But like I said, stick with the plastic eggs if you're going somewhere. In other news, y'all man Trump urges the FCC to punish 60 Minutes over reports on the Greenland and Ukraine. So, I mean, this man feel like he can do whatever he wants to do, and people are allowing him to do whatever he wants to do. President Donald Trump has a hope for his Federal Communication Commission that the agency will punish CBS for airing 60-minute reports he doesn't like. So since he don't like the reports, he wants them to punish the 60 CBS 60 Minutes. Apparently, Sunday night, 60 Minutes telecast, Trump wrote on Truth Social about his ongoing legal battle with CBS and his parent company, Paramount Global, which is awaiting FCC approval to merge with Skydance Media. Trump name checked the man he promoted to the chair to the FCC, Brendan Carr, whom he called highly respected. He said hopefully Carr will impose the maximum fine and punishment which is sustainable for their unlawful and illegal behavior. What about your unlawful and illegal behavior, Trump? There is no evidence of illegal behavior by CBS, and there's little that Carr can do to impose punishment. Through the FCC's delay on approving Paramount's merger has already created uncertainty at the company. Sunday night's Post is the latest example of Trump encouraging his appointees to apply government pressure against his critics. In recent months, Carr has flaunted his mega credentials and launched FCC investigation for several media outlets Trump has told him to do, including ABC and NBC. Carr was photographed last week wearing a gold pin with the silhouette of Trump's head. Carr did not respond to CNN's request for comment about Trump's Truth social media. On Sunday night, he depicted 60 Minutes, the most watched news magazine in the country, in similar terms, writing, "They are not a news show, but a dishonest politician operative simply disguised as news and must be responsible for what they have done and are doing." He also wrote that CBS should lose their license after the network aired two stories on Sunday about Ukraine and another about Greenland. The CBS network is not licensed by the FCC, but local stations owned by CBS are. During the 2024 campaign, Trump said many times that networks he disliked should be stripped of their license. He has repeated the call twice since taking office, and CBS has been targeted both times. Trump has been both a viewer and a critic of 60 Minutes for years. He declined the program's traditional pre election interview request last fall, and when his opponent, Kamala Harris, went ahead and appeared on 60 Minutes, he saw an opportunity. Trump and his media allies 60 Minutes for years. He declined the program's traditional pre-election interview request Trump and his media they questioned it one day and the other part of her answer on another day. So when Harris got on there, Trump and his media allies, they had answers. They had questioned why did Kamala, however you say her name, was on the 60 Minutes show and he wasn't, but he declined. So now he has beef with CBS. CBS said it had merely edited her answers for time in accordance with the TV news standards, but Trump recast the controversy as a conspiracy, alleging that the network was helping Camilla win the election or whatever. But he said out of his loud mouth that they rigged the election so that he would win. So I don't know why he feel that way about CBS when he won. I mean, it's just weird. But he wants CBS thrown off the TV, off the stations. He wanted off the air because he doesn't agree with what they said about Greenland and the war. In other news, a mom threw a 3-year-old on the pavement after a fight with his dad in DC. And man, this is just getting more crazier and crazier. These people having babies with these people, and then they get into it and want to harm the baby instead of the person. I just don't get it. But a mother is accused of deliberately throwing her 3-month-old on the pavement, causing skull fractures and brain bleeding. She's headed to prison, according to officials in Washington, D.C. Shanta Watson, 34, from the district, was sentenced to 5 years behind bars after pleading guilty in a superior court to first degree cruelty to children. U.S. Attorney Edward R. Martin Jr. and Metropolitan Police Department Sheriff Pamela Smith said in April 11 news release. The news reached out to Watson's attorney on April the 14th and is awaiting a response. Watson had a fight with the infant's father on September the 5th, 2024, officials said. She followed him after he left her apartment, and when she got to the end of the sidewalk to the parking lot, Watson yelled at the father and intentionally threw her infant son onto the pavement. The baby boy was hospitalized with multiple skull fractures, multiple points of bleeding in the brain, swelling to the back of his head, and elevated liver enzymes. An update on his current condition was immediately available for officials who described him as a miracle baby for surviving the throw. In a police interview, Watson denied injuring the child, but security video from the apartment showed her throwing him. So she's saying that she didn't do it. The video saying that she did, and all she got is 5 years for harming that baby. She needs to be put behind bars for the rest of her life for doing stupid stuff because of a man. Anyway, a man arrested in connection to Florence shooting. In Lauderdale County, a man was arrested following a shooting in Florence. Police say the police officers responded to a report of shots fired in Hearn Trailer Park on April the 11th. A 20-year-old man had gunshot wound to his foot and was later taken for medical treatment. Police said a search warrant was carried out Sunday at a home on Bellevue Road, leading to the arrest of 34-year-old Alejandro Carranza Gonzalez. He was charged with assault, second degree, and booked into Lauderdale County Detention Center and later posted a $2,500 bond for his release. All right, guys, in celebrity news, Boosie. Boosie is always doing something. He always go viral. If you guys are familiar with Boosie, he got kicked off of Instagram. I think he got kicked off several platforms, and he had talked to Mark Zuckerberg or whatever his name is, that's over Facebook and Instagram and stuff, and begged for him to put him back on. He did, and he got kicked back off again. But Boosie, he do things to get noticed, and he goes viral over homeboy smashing his Selly lyrics in the new What the Helly freestyle. Boosie was involved in a car accident last week as well. And then he was seen purchasing a new vehicle 7 days later. I mean, they put everything in the news. But it says he is a magnet for going viral. Boosie with What the Helly remix plays like a raw confessional delivered in the full throttle, drenched in emotion, paranoia, and wounded pride. The Baton Rouge rapper doesn't waste a bar in the updated version, doubling down on the original explosive energy with fresh verses that makes clear he's still reeling from betrayal and deeply entrenched in the family turmoil. He's in the news a lot about his family, about his daughter, the way he feel about his daughter, his thoughts on the LGBT, the alphabet as they call it. He just don't agree with the things that go on with that, but I feel like he loves his daughter. The remix dropped this month. Keeps the same haunting piano driven beat, but sharpens the edges of Boosie's message. From the opening line, Boosie fires off warning to his inner circle, blurring the lines between venting and ensuring threats. His delivery is chaotic, sometimes nearly yelling, other times slipping into an error calm, and only underscores his vitality. The remix doesn't rewrite the core narrative, it amplifies it. He raged against fake friends, unreliable women, and disloyalty he claimed had surrounded him, but it has his strained relationship with his children that weighs heaviest through the track. I mean, a lot of artists put their family affairs and what they do into their music. A lot of them are studio rappers or whatever. They just put whatever they want to put on there, things that they hadn't even been through or whatever. But they're talking about Boosie putting his things that's going on in his life into his music, his song "What the Helly," and one of the most emotional charged segments. Boosie addresses his daughter, Poison Ivy, as an inspired rapper who has aired grievances publicly. You went live on me, Ivy, and that was cold. He rapped, I raised you, fed you, and put you in gold. His words cut both ways, defensive and loving and bitter. He sounds like a man searching for control in a life spinning out of control. But I mean, I feel like Boosie really loved his daughter, and I mean, it hurt him when she went live on him and told some things about him. And I mean, a lot of these kids are coming forward saying that their celebrity parents are not who they say they are, and they're not doing what they claim they do. So Boosie, he don't. He's the same. He's just like anybody else. I mean, everybody have family problems. All right, guys. The subject of today is, what did you collect as a child? What are some of the things you collected when you were a child? The number is 256-365-1000. I'm going to leave with the announcements. Had a good day with you guys. I hope you guys return tomorrow. Hopefully, the old school preacher and the church secretary will be back tomorrow, and he can talk about Trump with you guys, a subject that I don't like touching on, but we got to talk about it. All right, guys. Knox Media Group is giving away a car. All you have to do is go to YouTube, find Knox Media Group, like and subscribe, leave your email in the comment of the last live, and that will qualify you to be in the drawing to win a car. If you're planning a party or an event, call Your Life Remembered. We have a 360 booth. This cutting edge booth promises to capture every angle of your special moments. Contact us now at 256-365. I'm sorry, 256-367. I was giving y'all the call-in number. 0887. That's 256-367-0887 to book your 360 booth. You can also rent tuxedos at Your Life Remembered. We have tuxedos for proms, weddings, special event, whatever you need it for. That's 256-367-0887 to book your tuxedos. Also, if you have any printing needs, we have all your printing needs covered. Call Your Life Remembered today. You dream it, we make it. Obituaries, business cards, backdrops, 3D t-shirts, cups, hats, graduation stoves, blankets, and embroidery. You dream it, we make it. 256-367-0887. Call now. JE Entertainment presents, and 360 Production Group presents, the 28th annual Joe Douglas Old School and Blues Festival, R&B, funk, hip hop, and Southern soul. The Isley Brothers, Big Daddy Kane, Lavelle, Midnight Star, Pokey Bear, Lattimore, Frank Johnson, Latasha from the lead singer from Escape, and most of all, Saturday, May the 25th. That's Saturday, May the 25th. Get your tickets now. You can go to www.jde.live for tickets. The show must go on. Ivory Joe Douglas. Address 502 Quarter Mountain Road, Harvest, Alabama 35749. And that's Saturday, May the 24th. Then Sunday, May the 25th, Remembering the Veterans. Knox Media Group presents Remembering the Veteran 4th annual event. That's May the 25th at 3 p.m. Put this on your calendars. This is free, and it will be at the beautiful McFarland Park in Florence, Alabama. So you guys go on to get come out and get your lawn chairs and your tents or whatever you want to do to have a good time. There will be different genres of music. It's very enjoyable. Last year, we had a good time. We had a great time. It was hot out there, but it was a great time. So, like I said, bring your tents, bring your lawn chairs, blankets, whatever you want to do. Just bring it and enjoy the scenery, enjoy the music, and enjoy the fellowship. Also, mark your calendars for August the 29th at 7 p.m. Pastor Jamal Bryant will be coming to the shows. Tickets will be on sale soon. Look forward to that. That's August the 29th. You can already mark it in your calendar at 7 p.m. If anybody say they can't find Knox Media Group, tell them to just turn on the radio. We got 105.1 FM, the music muscle of the shows, 1500 AM, the winning worship radio. We have 105.9 FM, Dalton, Alabama, the vibe. We have an Apple and Android, music muscle of the shows. A website, www.knoxmediagroup.org. We have, you can search us by Knox Media Group on Facebook, iHeartRadio, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Amazon Music, Twitch, and Pandora. We have a Roku channel, Knox Media Group, an online newspaper, showsupnews.com. So you guys, come on out to the events. Have a great time. I heard a lot of people giving us props. 334 Entertainment. They brought our very own Jeter Jones. He performed. I mean, when that man got on stage, he didn't want to get off. It was so good. He gave me his stamp of approval, y'all. He said he loved cookies. So, you guys, y'all just stay tuned. We have a lot going on. Don't forget Remembering the Veterans. It's the 4th annual event thrown by Knox Media. Absolutely free to the public. As I said, bring your money for the food trucks and stuff. Get full. Enjoy the scenery and enjoy the music. That's May the 25th at 3 p.m. All right, guys, come to the end of the show. I need you guys to just love on each other, because you never know the time. You never know the day or the hour. But y'all just love on your family, because you never know what might happen. They can be taken away at any moment. So love God, love yourself, and love each other. I'm out. Bye.
I love you like Adam loved Eve, just promise you won't leave. When I found you, it feel like I chose peace, it probably chose me. You always come crazy, can't even compete. I'm grinding with no sleep, I'm grinding with no cheese. Tough breaks and heartaches gave me the keys. Long days and long nights did it with ease. I'm charging out to the game with no fees, jeez. Took my breath away. Took my breath away. Yeah. Took my breath away. Took my breath away. Party promoters look at me differently now. It get taxed me, probably paying me triple it now. Brody got me working, get a bag and we dip out of town. For the never been nowhere, we've been getting around. Every time I drop, no, I ain't playing around. Take a video, you probably still couldn't capture the sound. Y2K, the triple O kid back on his grind. Like a little ponytail, I'm always on the back of your mind. Took my breath away. Took my breath away. Yeah. Took my breath away. Took my breath away. I used to pull up on my, there ain't night. Bring a little drink and something that we can like. Yeah, we got a little distance since I've been gripping the mic. Leaving in the past, the furthest thing on my mind. And it's hard not to picture that I could be doing more. Even with the hinges, I'm breaking, kicking the door. Pockets getting thicker, I'm cleaning up like a chore. But I'm only 7 digits away, give me a call, I'm always yours.
Take my breath away. Take my breath away.
Yeah. Take my breath away. Take my breath away. Took my breath away. Took my breath away. Took my breath away.
Tell me when you're ready to go.
Let's go!
Turn it up. We've got the beats that move your streets. 105.1 and V105.9. Live and loud. Hi, baby. So you made it. Did you have a hard time finding the place? Oh, thank you, baby. See, that's so sweet. You always know what to do. I left a number on your page. I was hoping you'd come right away. You see, baby, I couldn't wait to talk to you. You see, baby, I'm tired of being strong for the both of us. I need to go on with my life. You see, I'm young and I'm restless. And I'm sorry I got to leave you this way, baby. I just need a change. So just listen to me, baby. Listen to me. For the last 10 years of my life, I've been trying to be a good woman to a man with a wife. Lord knows I can't take it no more. So I want you to turn around and walk your ass on out the door. You know in life we got choices about what we do. So this is my choice. When I needed you right here by